Other news, one person is dead after Sandy police responded to a 911 call overnight. That call about a man who was reportedly going through a mental health crisis. ABC4's Annika Johns joins us live in studio with what police say happened and what led to deadly measures that were taken. Annika.
Thanks, Sarah. Sandy police say they responded to the call for a 33-year-old male who was possibly suicidal. After he was located by police, it was only a short time later before the officer discharged his weapon.
Sandy City Police responded to a report of a man in distress around 1 a.m. Sunday morning.
As our officers were getting into the area, we had been informed that that subject had left the residence. Our officer located the subject walking on 1000 East at about Castle Rock Road.
A single officer located the man and attempted to approach. Sandy police say the man presented himself in a threatening way, prompting the officer to fire.
At some point, something took place where the subject presented an immediate threat to our officer, and unfortunately those actions were met with deadly force from our officer, who discharged his firearm and hitting the subject, who was pronounced deceased at the scene.
Moffitt continued, saying that Sandy officers spend a vast majority of their training hours focused on dealing with mental health.
It's been a goal of the department to make sure that all of our officers are CIT certified, which is the dealing with mentally ill people that are in crisis.
However, they went on saying that situations can change in an instant.
They go very polar from one end to the other in just a matter of seconds, and in some cases even fractions of seconds. So we try to do as best as we possibly can to mitigate anything like this and de-escalate.
Sandy police continued explaining how those in situations where they pose as a threat to themselves or others, all parties involved need to be taken into consideration.
In this case, it took a tragic turn of events when, what we are really trying to do is preserve life and not end it.
Sandy police continued, saying that the case has been turned over to the Salt Lake County officer-involved critical incident investigation team. The officer who fired his weapon is on leave pending the investigation. At this time, there is no information regarding whether or not the man was armed. Back to you, Sarah.